That is 1 CSC 5Y, right? Yes. I have shared the link in the chat box. You can join through that link. Kindly share it in your WhatsApp group. If still any student are facing any problem, then please tell me. I will send the invitation from here. Any one student who can share your mobile number, so if you have any problem or any problem you are going to face, then I will contact that person only, like still till the CR has not finalized. Any student who want to share the number? Anyone?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Let me just put it in the general chat.
What's your roll number? What's your roll number, beta?
Sir, 20330.
20 Praswal, Mr. Praswal, right?
Yes, sir.
Give me your number. Have you sent it in the chat box?
Sir, I'm just sending. I'm opening the team.
Yes. Today is your first class of your workshop practices.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you repeat why do we have to share the number?
Sorry, Praswal, what are you saying, beta?
Sir, I wasn't saying anything. Sir, I've posted my roll number. I've posted my phone number.
Yes, yes, I got it. Yes, Praswal. Okay, thank you, Praswal. Now, uh, now I think most of the students have joined. 18 students are here. No problem. Okay. The firstly, I want to take some small introduction or some small uh, something know about you. So can you start with the roll number 326? Give me your name and your percentage in the 12 and from where you are. Okay, that is sufficient for me. So you can start the roll number 326.
So good morning.
Yes, good morning, Lakshika, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Lakshika.
Sir, my name is Lakshmi Bhagat. I am from Burhanpur, Madhya Pradesh.
Okay.
Okay, and I got 95 percentage average in 12th class.
Okay, great, Lakshika. And your schooling is from
And
where, beta?
sir, Macrovision Academy, Burhanpur.
Okay, okay, great, Lakshika. Roll number
Thank you.
328.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. My name is
Yes.
Sagar Vadwa and I am from Delhi. I scored 93% in class 12th and I had done my schooling from St. Mark's, Mirabad.
Okay. Okay, Sagar. Thank you. Aditya. Roll number 329. Are you there, beta? Okay, I think Aditya not joined till now. Praswal.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Prajwal Goswami. I scored 89.6% in my 12th grade and I completed my 12th from DPS Vasant Kunj.
Okay, Praswal. Thank you. Roll number 31. Shantanu Raj Chaudhary.
Yeah, good morning, sir. My name is Shantanu Chaudhary from Faridabad, Haryana.
Okay.
I scored 90% in my 12th.
And you are
Done my
schooling from
schooling
where?
from DPS Faridabad.
Okay, okay, okay. Roll number 32, Ojas. Ojas. I think Ojas is not here. Roll number 33, Naman.
Good afternoon, sir. So my name is Naman Kataria. I have done my schooling from Delhi Public School, Ghaziabad, and
Okay.
I scored 80% in my 12th.
Okay. Okay, Naman. Yuvraj, roll number 34. Yuvraj, are you there? Yuvraj Walia. Okay, roll number 35. Kushag.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Kushagra Jain, and I scored 91% in school in 12th, and I had done my schooling from St. Mark's Senior Secondary Public School.
Okay, Kushag, great. Miss Nikita, roll number 36.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Nikita Sharma. I scored 80% in class 12th and I completed my 12th from Devi Public School 14.
Okay. Roll number 37, Miss Pragati.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. My name is
Yes.
Pragati. I finished my schooling from Global School International, Delhi, and I scored 91% in class 12th.
Okay, great, beta. Vani, Miss Vani. Miss Vani, roll number 38. Roll number 39, Aruneet.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Arunit and I scored 88% in class 12th and I did my schooling from Green Valley Public School, Tohana, from Haryana.
Okay. Roll number 340, Mr. Himang.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Iman. I've done my schooling from NK Bagrode Public School, Dwarka, and I scored 85%.
Okay. Roll number 341, Sudhanshu.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Sir, I scored 91.6 in 12th and I have done my schooling from Patanjali Rishikul, Allahabad.
Okay, great. Roll number 42, Aryaman. Roll number 44, Dakshkant. Dakshkant. Roll number 46, Rakshit.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I did my schooling from Bhatnagar International School, Vasangunj, and I scored 85% in my 12th.
Okay, Rakshit. Roll number 47. All of you,
Thank
please
you, sir.
open your camera when you speak, give your introduction, then please open your camera. Roll number 47, Aryan.
Hello, sir. My name is Aryan
Aryan,
Shiva.
open your camera, beta.
Sir, I am having any problem right now. I will do it later.
Okay, no problem.
I've done my schooling from DPS Muthal Road. I scored 85 in 12 boards.
Okay. Roll number 48, Nikhil Naram. Maram.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Nibir Morom,
Oh,
and I
indeed.
did my schooling from Don Bosco School, Guwahati, and my percentage was 90% for board. Thank you.
Okay, great, Nibir.
Thank
Roll
you,
number
sir.
49, Anshuman. Anshuman. Mr. Anshuman, roll number 49.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Anshuman Garg and I have completed my schooling from Jaspalkar Public School, Shalimar Bagh, Delhi, and I scored 92.6% in 12th grade.
Oh, great, Anshuman. Roll number 50. Roll number 50. Okay. Roll number 51, Mr. Parth.
My name is Parth Bansal. I got 78.
Open your camera, Parth.
Yes, and I did my schooling from APJ School, Noida.
Yes, great, Parth. Roll number 52. Roll number 52, Anushka. Roll number 53, Dakshit. Dakshit. Bhavya. Mr. Bhavya. Roll number 54. Roll number 55, Gitans. Mr. Gitans. Roll number 56, Sarang.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Sarang Gupta.
Sarang, open your camera, beta.
Academy.
Sarang, open your
Sir,
camera,
there is
beta.
some technical issue. Sir, there is some technical issue here. I'll solve it later. I did my schooling from St. Mary's Academy, Saranpur, and scored
Sarang,
93.4%.
Sarang, one thing. Just wait for 1 second, beta. I want to do one announcement. All of you, when you will say anything, when you will put the question in front of me, or when you will when I will ask the question and you have to give the answer, then please open your camera. Okay, beta? Please open your camera. Then we will discuss your query, or then I will give the answer of your questions only. Okay, because that is the best way if you will open the camera. Try to resolve your technical issues. If you are facing any technical issue in your mic or in your camera, so please try to resolve it. Okay, Saran? Yes, Saran. Please continue, beta.
Good afternoon. My name is Sarang Gupta. I did my schooling from St. Mary's Academy, Saranpur, and scored 93.4% marks in my class 12.
Okay, great, Sarang. Roll number 57, Sarthak.
Good afternoon, sir. This side Sarthak Gupta. I did my schooling from the Khaitan School, Noida, and scored 88.4% in plus 2 boards.
Great, Sarthak. Now, from my side, the student who are not present right now, the first one is roll number 29, Aditya. Aditya, are you there, beta?
Hello.
Yes, Aditya. Please give your introduction, beta.
Sir, I did my schooling from KB Noida and scored 82% in class 12.
You are basically from where, beta?
Sir, I am from Noida.
Okay.
UP.
In Noida. Where from Noida?
Sector 117.
Okay. Okay. Great. Ojas, roll number 32. Are you there, beta? Roll number 34, Yuvraj.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I had a network issue at the time. So my name is Yuvraj Walia. My name is Yuvraj Walia. I did my 12th from Gurugram, Sector 45, St. Angel School. I scored 89.2% in my 12th board.
Oh, great, beta. You are living in the Gurgaon only?
No, sir, not right now. I shifted back to my hometown, which is in Haldwani, Uttarakhand.
Okay, okay, great. Okay, roll number 38, Miss Vani. Are you there, beta? Roll number 42, Areman. Roll number 50, Miss Prapti. Roll number 52, Anushka. Roll number 53, Dakshit. 54, Bhavya. And 55, Gitans. I think these students are absent. Okay, not to worry. Now, we are going to start our syllabus. I'm going to discuss with you. The first thing is about your syllabus. Yes, students. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
sir.
Great. Now listen. Beta, this course is basically a workshop practices. Firstly, what we are following in today's lecture, just I am giving you the theme of the lecture which we are going to do. Firstly, we will discuss our syllabus. The second, we are going to discuss our the whole practical or shops which we are going to do in our this course. Then after that we will start with the welding, gas welding and arc welding. Okay, these are the steps which we are going to follow in this course. The first one, the course title for this course is workshop practices. Students, if you have any doubt at any time, okay, just say excuse me sir, then I will try to give the answer of your question. You can ask anytime any question. If you are facing small problem, then just tell me sir, we are not able to understand, kindly repeat it. I will. Okay, now come back on the syllabus. The course name is workshop practices. The total credit units will be 1 only for this course, and this is very scoring subject. Okay, in this course you have to do only the practical. No theoretical is there, no theoretical exam is there, only practical will be there. I will explain you everything right now on the on your online mode, but when we will meet in the offline mode, then I will explain you again the experimental. We will do the experiment if we will meet again on the offline mode in this semester. But before than that, I will explain you, or I will try to show you, or we will try to do everything on the online mode. The first thing, the title of this course is workshop practices. Credit units is 1. The course code is ES107. Here you are able to see there are 2 is written here. Are you able to see my cursor, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here 2 is written here. The meaning of this 2 is R. Means we will meet in 1 week 2 hours. We will meet for 2 hours in a week. And the credit for this course is 1 only. Okay, like today we will meet from 1:15 to 3:15 for 2 hours, and then we will meet again on the next week only. Right, beta? In this course content, basically there are 5 modules are there. The first module is woodworking technology, in which we will do the carpentry shop, in which we will make half lap joint, mortise and tenon joint, corner dovetail joint, and bridle T-joint. This carry 20% weightage. The second shop is your sheet metal shop. In the sheet metal shop, we will try to make different types of small experiment, like we will make the square tray with the sheet, with the help of the sheet. And in this we will make the conical funnel, and we will make the casing model. This is your sheet metal shop. The third one is your forging technology. In the forging technology, what we will do, firstly we will do the forging technology, basically known as the casting shop also, or foundry shop also. In this shop we will try to make we will do the 2 experiment, basically single piece pattern and double piece pattern. I will explain you everything again when we will start our module. So just I am giving you the name only. I know you are not able to understand all the meaning of the foundry shop and casting shop. So just that is the names, and we will explain each and everything in the experiment also when we will perform it. The third module is about your casting shop. The fourth one is about your fitting shop. And in the 5th module, we have tried to add the new technology, that is the additive manufacturing, how the 3D printing is moving, how the robot is working. That has been included in recently as a module 5th. These are the SLO. I have already uploaded this syllabus in your file option. You can check it in your Microsoft team. In this section only, in the one CSE 5Y only, there is a one option, file option is there. In the file option, I have already uploaded for you the syllabus and the module which we are going to cover today. Okay, experiment which we are going to cover today, I have already uploaded for you. You can download from the MS Team. These are the SLO of this course. This is important for you. These are the experiment which we need to complete. These 11 experiment or 10 experiment we will try to complete in this semester. I will explain you after 2 or 3 minutes more. Then I will explain you what is the meaning of these experiments, how we are going to do. The most important thing for all of you is this assessment. How I will or how we will going to assess you for this course. This course, the internal assessment is 40 marks. Internal assessment is for the 40 marks and end-term examination is for the 60 marks. In this 40 marks, 5 marks is for your attendance, complete 5 marks. If you got the 75% marks, then only you are eligible for the exam, for the final exam, and you will get at that point 0 marks. Okay, out of attendance, out of these 5. If you got 80% attendance, then 1 marks. Accordingly, it will go to increase 85, 90, 95 and 95 to 100. This PR is your performance, how you are going to perform the experiment. This is your lab record. Okay, this is your lab record. What do you mean by lab record? I will, if I'm just taking an example of today only, I will complete the one experiment, that is the welding shop, gas welding and arc welding. Today we will try to complete it. Then in the next time, when you will come in the class, in the lab, then you must have to write this experiment. Okay, you have to write this experiment on the A4 size paper. If you are able to take the file from the outside any shop, from the any bookshop, any type of file can be you can purchase. If you are not able to purchase, or if you are not able to go outside, then not to worry, then you can write your experiment on a A4 size paper also. But you have to write, you have to make the diagram also. I will tell you how you have to write and what you have to write. That will come under your lab record. I will check each file on the next day. Like if I will cover today the gas welding, on the next term I will check the gas welding for each student, and I will ask the question at that time only. And the second, this 10 marks is for Viva. These are the internal marks, means these are the internal assessment. After that, after your completion of this course, then end-term examination is also there. That will be taken by external examiner. External examiner will check you on the basis of PR, performance, and 30 marks is for the Viva. This is the distribution for your 100 marks. Any student, any doubt in this? Lakshita, Miss Lakshita. Miss Lakshita, are you there, beta?
Yes, sir.
Beta, any doubt in this? Are you able to understand how we are going to judge you for this course?
Yes, sir, understand.
Can you tell me the meaning of A here? What is the meaning of A?
Sir, A stands for attendance.
Okay. And PR?
Sir, PR. Sir, I don't know.
PR is your performance. Okay. Performance. Okay. LR is your lab record. V is your Viva. Again, end-term examination. The PR is performance and V is your Viva. Means the internal marks assessment is your 40 marks and end-term examination is your 60 marks. Okay, beta?
Yes, sir, got it.
Got it. Good. Sagar? Sagar, roll number 18. Any doubt, student? Any doubt, beta, in this?
No, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta, yes. Tell me, please.
Sir, in the interim examination, what was PR? How will we get marks through PR in that, in the end-term examination?
Yes, I will tell you. In the end-term examination, this examination is of the 3 hours. In the 3 hours, we will give you the 2 hours for performing the experiment. You will randomly get any one experiment from out of these 10 experiments, and we will say you have to perform this experiment. Okay, you have to complete your experiment, the written work and the performance also within the 2 hours. Then after that, in the last 1 hour, you have to complete the Viva. The 30 marks is for your performance. Whatever experiment will be given to you by us. Then after that, in the last 1 hour, the external examiner will take the Viva. It's clear, beta? Yes, sir. Okay. Any student, any doubt? Can I proceed now?
Yes, sir. One doubt.
Yes, Veda, please.
Uh, Sir, can you please repeat the uh, checking part? You said you were gonna check our projects and all.
The checking part, I'm not able to understand what you want to know.
Sir, I think you said in the that you were going to check the projects, like you're gonna next week
Right,
you got.
right. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay. I will tell you. Like today, we will try to complete one experiment. Okay, that is the welding. I will do today the welding, gas welding and arc welding. We will try to make butt joint, lap joint and T-joint with the help of gas welding and electric arc welding. Okay. The next time when you will come in my lab, then you must write, you have to write the experiment of this, the gas welding and arc welding. I will tell you how you have to write, what you have to write. I will tell you in this 2 hours only. Then when you will come in my lab, I will check your file.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if you are able to write that practical in a file and not on the paper, A4 size paper, then the file should be like a physics practical file, normal file.
Yes, yes, yes. Physics file is okay. Any file, whatever you are getting from the market in this scenario, that is okay. No compulsion.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, sir.
Any other doubts, students? Can I proceed now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, after that, I am going to give you the brief introduction about this workshop practice laboratory. Oh, one thing more. I want to just give my small introduction. My name is Dr. Rahul Sindhwani. I have done my BTech and MTech from the Kurukshetra University. Then after that, I have done my PhD from YMCA, Faridabad. And I am here in the Amity University from last 10 years. Okay, I am teaching basically a operation research subject to the third year student, BTech Mechanical, and for the master student, Advanced Operation Research. And my area of interest is manufacturing, industrial and production engineering and manufacturing. Okay, students. If you have any doubt, anytime you can contact me. My number is, just WhatsApp me. If you have any type of problem, you can WhatsApp me. I will try to resolve your issue on the WhatsApp only. Okay, my number is 9971270808. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Okay, students, 9971270808. Okay, now we are going to start our workshop practice laboratory. The code for this course is ES107. In this shop, in this basically, you can say in this workshop practices, we have these 7 types of shop. The first one is welding shop, in which we will do the gas welding and arc welding. The second one is your foundry shop, in which we will do the foundry. Foundry means we will try to make a pattern. Then after that, after making a pattern, we will do the single piece pattern, double piece pattern. I will explain you more about this when we will do the foundry shop. After that, we will do the sheet metal shop. In sheet metal shop, we have to make 2 small pieces like mug, funnel, with the help of the sheet, GI sheet. I will explain you in the during the third experiment. Carpentry shop, we will do the carpentry. We will do the some joints with the help of the wooden piece. Then after that, we will do the fitting shop. In fitting shop, we will make 2 experiment. We will do the 2 experiment. The first experiment is to cut the square piece. I will give you the one rectangular piece. Then from rectangular piece, you have to cut one square piece. Then after that, in the second experiment in fitting shop, to join to V joint, we will make the V joint, V shape joint. Just one second. like this, V joint. I am giving you an example how you have to make. One piece, I will provide you the first one square or one rectangular piece. Then after that you have to cut the shape like this, and the on other hand you have to cut the second piece like this. This is the V joint, and you have to do this in the fitting shop. And then the second experiment is, I will give you one piece and you have to cut one piece from here. The one square piece you have to cut. I will give you the dimension, means 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter, whatever shape in our experiment it is there. I will provide you the 2 centimeter you have to cut from both sides, and you have to make a square piece. This will cover in the fitting shop. Then after that, I will explain you what is the smithy and heat treatment shop. And the last one is we will do the 3D printing and robotics, how the robot is working. These are mainly the 7 shop which is in our syllabus. The first one is welding shop, which we are going to do today. The second one is foundry shop. The third one is sheet metal shop. Fourth one is carpentry shop. Fifth one fitting. Sixth one smithy and heat treatment. And last one is for the advanced engineering. Right, beta? Praswal, roll number 30.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to understand what we are going to do in this lab, beta?
Ji, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, I am just giving you the small video about our workshop. You can see here. This is our mechanical engineering workshop. When we will meet in the offline mode, then we will do the work in this workshop only. The left side portion, this left side portion is basically a machine shop. This is comes under machine shop. This is the central workshop. This is machine shop. Various lathe machines are there, milling machines are there, drilling machines are there, cutter is there. In this table, the table which you are able to see right now, in this table you will do the sheet metal working. Sheet metal shop will do on this table only. You can, oh, just 1 second, what happened? Are you able to see the video or not?
Yeah,
Yes, sir. We are able to.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. This is sorry. Okay, I will wait. Yeah, I will wait here. This table which is in front of you is the carpentry shop. We will do the carpentry shop here. We will make the wooden joints here on this table. And after that, this is your, just 1 second. This is your fitting shop. The fitting shop which I have described you about, we will make the joint, V joint, right? V joint we will make here, and square piece we will cut here. You are able to see the red color device, that is known as the bench vise, in which you will fix your material. These are the bench vise. This area is for the welding shop. The welding shop has been divided into the 2 parts basically, the arc welding and gas welding. This area is for the gas welding, this area, because you are able to see here the cylinder. I will explain you how they are going to work. Wait for some time. And this area is for the gas welding, in which we will do the combination of 2 gases, oxygen and acetylene. Then they will react with each other and make the flame. I will explain. basically you have to understand where the area and how you are going to perform. So that's why I'm showing you this video. This is the gas welding area. Sorry, are you able to see the sand? This is sand.
Yes, sir.
This sand,
Yes,
in this
sir.
sand, in this sand we will do the casting shop, foundry shop, basically the single piece pattern and double piece pattern we will do in this area. And this one, are you able to see the boxes in which my cursor is moving? These are the boxes in which you will make the mold. These are the cope and drag. I will explain you further.
Okay, sir.
Cope and drag. These are the tools which you are going to use during the casting process, during the foundry process. These are the pattern, single piece pattern and double piece pattern. Now this area is for the arc welding. This is a transformer. With the help of this you will do the arc welding. This is a complete workshop of your central workshop, you can say, in which we will do the casting shop, your gas welding, your carpentry, your fitting and your sheet metal. Right, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think now you are able to see
Yeah,
where you are going to work.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
After lockdown, where you are going to do the work. I think you are able to see right now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That is the complete picture about your workshop in which we have to do the work. Now, these are the experiments which we are going to perform during this session. The first experiment is to make a butt, lap and T-joint. I will tell you what is the difference between these three joints with the help of gas and electric arc welding. Our today task is to complete the first experiment. Today task is this. Then after that, the second shop is your to make green sand mold using single and double piece patterns. Third is yours to make a tray, cylinder, popper and funnel of zinc coated iron sheet. Next one is about your carpentry shop. Next one is your fitting shop. Next one is your blacksmithy operations. Next one is, these are the basically a study experiment. The last four is the study experiments. And these are the practically experiment which we have to perform. When we will meet in the after lockdown, then we will again perform these 6 experiments. And these are only the study experiment. To study and working on 3D printing technology, to study about fabrication of robotics chassis. These are the 10 experiments which we have to perform. Okay, students, any doubt? Any doubt till now? I think now you are able to understand what we
No,
are
sir.
going to do and where we are going to do, what are the shops, what is the aim of this subject. And one thing that is the important thing, and you have not asked from me, the query is basically you have to ask from me like, sir, we are the computer science student. Why there is a need of all these things? You have to do the work on the computer only. You have to do the programming. Why there is a need of all these things? Why we are studying this course? That question must be come from your side. You are not curious about this question?
Yes, sir.
But you have not asked. Then I don't think so. I need to give the answer of this question.
Sir, I was thinking that you're gonna explain it in the end. If you didn't, then I would have asked in the end.
Okay. Beta, when you are going to do the computer science engineering is not just a programming. Okay. When you are thinking about the programming, then you have to think about the basic ideas also. Like I am guiding one student of your IT. Yes, BTech IT fourth year, one student is there who is doing the major project on basically lift pulley. He is trying to make the lift pulley and do the programming for the lift pulley, how they can reduce the congestion or mishappening in the lift. Okay, but he don't know about how they have done the gas welding in that basically during the making of the your lift, and how they have made the parts. So in each and every field, you need to understand what are the basic ideas or how they have made that products. Okay, if you don't know how the 3D printing is working, how you can do the coding for 3D printing? If you don't know about how the robotics arms are working, then how you can do the work on the coding for the robotics? So you must know about all the basic ideas, basic things for your further process. Like if you are thinking to make any robot in the final year project, okay, if you don't know how the arms is working, what are the basic components is included in the robotics, then you can't make. Okay, now the today's scenario is interdisciplinary. You must know everything about mechanical engineering. You must know about some basic ideas of electronics engineering. Then only you can come up as a complete engineer. If you are thinking I will do the computer science engineering and I am better in the programming, I am good in the C++, then I will be a good computer science engineer. No. When you don't know about all the basic ideas, then you can't say you are the best engineer. Okay, so for that's why we are trying to inculcate you the basic ideas. Okay, students? Any doubt?
Yes.
Can I proceed for the first experiment now?
Yes, sir.
Shantanu Raj, 331.
Yes, sir.
It is clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, today we are going to perform the first experiment is welding. In welding, we will try to understand here the two types of welding is there, gas welding and electric arc welding. Now, here, the first term is welding. You must know firstly the meaning of welding. What do you mean by welding? Can anyone want to give me the answer of welding?
So welding means joining two metals so
Yes,
that
sir.
they are very difficult
One by one, when you will give the answer, then firstly give me your roll number. Then after that you have to give the answer only. Roll number?
351.
351, Parth.
Yes.
Right?
Sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Parth. Please tell me, beta.
So welding means joining two metals so that they are combined into one single piece of whatever the metal is. That
Yes.
so that their strength is very strong. They are very strong. They are very difficult to separate.
Okay. Good try. Good try, beta. Any other student who want to give me the answer of welding? What do you mean by welding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me, beta.
Sir, my roll number, sir, 20346.
346. Only give me the last digit, beta. 346. Rakshit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Rakshit, beta.
Sir, it is the process of joining by using by heating a third element in between the two, and
Okay.
As soon as the third metal comes back to normal solid state, by that time those two are already connected with each other.
Yes, good try. And any other student who want to give me the answer of welding? What do you mean by welding?
Sir, I just want to add one thing.
Roll
Part
number?
351.
Parth only. Yes. Yes, Parth.
I want to say that in welding we can weld by adding metals also, and without adding metals also. Like in arc welding, there is a rod. I think that it is called filament, which is melted, in order to join their metals, but they are like spark welding and other ways of welding which doesn't require addition of other metal, and their strengths might be, I I really don't know about their strength.
Okay, no problem. Okay, good try, beta. Parth and roll number 46, Rakshit. Good try. Now, I will tell you. I will tell you the exact meaning of your welding and what is the meaning of gas welding and electric welding. Just wait. Our experiment name is to make a butt joint. The aim which you will write is this one: to make a butt joint, lap joint and T-joint with the help of gas welding and electric arc welding. This is an aim of today's experiment. For this, you can see here, just see here, this part, you have joined the two parts with the help of the welding. This is the welding. Sorry. This is a welding. Are you able to see my cursor?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This you have done the welding. And you can see here the yes, beta. Any doubt? Student, any doubt? You are asking anything? You can see here this part, every part of your automobile engineering is joined by the welding only. This can be arc welding or this can be the gas welding also. I will tell you how it is depending and how we are deciding that what type of welding is required. Okay. The first thing we need to understand, this is welding. What do you mean by welding? Welding is the process of joining two metal pieces by application of heat with or without pressure. This is the exact definition of welding. It is the process of joining two metal pieces by application of heat with or without pressure. Now, the second one is your gas welding. Before coming to the gas welding, I want to come back on. There are two types of welding. Now, please try to understand what I want to convey you. The first one is what is the gas welding and what is the arc welding. In this, we are able to understand the firstly, what do you mean by the welding? When you are going to join two metal with the help of the heat. With the help of the heat, then after that without applying the pressure or with or without applying the pressure. Now, the heat part, how you can generate the heat part. The heat part you can generate by the two methods here in our workshop, with the help of the electricity or with the help of the reaction of the gases. When you are generating the heat with the help of the electricity, then that is known as the arc welding. Simple thing. If you are generating the heat with the help of the electricity, then that type of welding is known as the arc welding. If you are generating the heat with the help of the reaction of the two gases, then that type of welding is known as the gas welding. Now, roll number 33, Naman. Naman, are you there, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Naman. Sir. Can you tell me what is the difference between arc welding and gas welding?
In arc welding, we use electricity as a medium to heat, and in gas welding, we use gases at different pressures to produce heat.
We are using the reaction of the two gases, not only one gas. We are reacting the two gases for generating the heat. Right, beta Naman? It is clear to all of you what is the
Yes,
difference
sir.
between arc welding and gas welding? Yes, sir, clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
good.
could you please,
Yes, sir.
Yes, any student?
sir, could you repeat, please? I just
Give me your roll number firstly.
351.
351.
Park Bansal.
Park.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think you already know about the welding.
Yes, sir, a little bit.
Now, in the welding, we are generating the heat. With the help of the heat only, you are doing the welding. You are joining the two metal,
Yes, sir.
right? If you are joining the two metal with the help of the heat, that is known as the welding. Now that heat will be can be generated by two more methods. The first one is with the help of the electricity. I will explain you how we can generate with the help of the electricity. If we are generating the heat with the help of the electricity, then that type of welding is known as the arc welding.
Okay, sir.
And now if we are generating the heat with the help of the reaction of the two gases.
Yes, sir.
Now if we are generating the heat with the help of the reaction of the two gases, then that is known as the gas welding. Clear part?
Yes, sir.
Now can you tell me what is the difference between arc welding and gas welding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me please.
In arc welding, we use electricity, which creates heat.
Yes.
And in gas welding, we use two or more gases. Like you give the example of oxygen with, I guess, acetylene, in order to
Yes.
produce the heat.
Yes.
Which
Now-
melts the metal and
Yes, you are right. Now, when I am talking about oxyacetylene gas welding, I am saying oxyacetylene gas welding. What is the formula for oxygen? That is the O2, and for the acetylene formula. Can anyone tell me the formula for acetylene?
Sir, C2H4.
C2H2.
H2.
Yes. When you are reacting these two gases, then what will come? The value coming here will be CO2 plus H2O plus heat. You can balance it later. You can balance this reaction by yourself. But the external component will be carbon dioxide plus water plus heat. You are using this heat. You are using this heat for doing the gas welding. This heat is in the form of the flame. This heat will come up in the form of the flame. Now, this carbon dioxide will go in the air, and this H2O will evaporate with the help of this heat. Okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
No. Now, we must need to understand what apparatus you
Excuse
are
me,
going.
sir.
Yes, beta. Roll number.
So 37.
Pragati. Yes, beta. Pragati.
Yes, sir. So, is there any specific reason why that we are using acetylene?
No.
Because any
Yes.
hydrocarbon on treatment with oxygen would have given heat.
Yes, you are right. You are perfectly right, beta. Pragati, now in our workshop, I am talking about our workshop, we are using the oxyacetylene gas welding. You can use any other option also. There is no such foundation is there. So that's why I have asked you, what is the gas welding? Gas welding is the reaction of two gases, okay, in which we are able to generate the heat. That heat will help you to do the welding. Okay, in gas welding, oxyacetylene is one example only, which we are doing in our workshop. Any other gases can also be applied. Okay, Pragati?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me,
Now,
sir.
yes, beta.
Sir, my roll number is 335. I want to
See?
ask what is 335.
Okay, Kushal.
I want to ask what is difference between welding and soldering.
Yes, yes, yes. I will tell you, beta. Wait for some time. The soldering part will also come in the later part. Okay? When you will do
Okay,
the
sir.
fitting shop, then the soldering portion is complete is there. I will tell you.
Okay.
Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sir, I am Anshuman Garg, roll number 349.
Yes, Anshuman.
Sir, I wanted to ask that in the LMS this PPT was not available, so please provide it on the MS Teams.
The complete PPT and complete video. Okay, video of today lecture will also be there on your MS Team after the lecture.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Any other
Sir,
doubt or can I
sir?
proceed? Yes.
In electrical welding, I have seen that there is a rod to the electrode attached. So do we need a rod in do we need a rod in gas welding also?
That is basically a filament. I will tell you when we will do the gas welding, wait for some time. I will show you the welding also, the arc welding also and gas welding also. Give me it some time. Okay. When you will complete the assignment, then I will try to resolve your every issue. Wait for some time. Okay. Now, these are the apparatus which you are going to use in the arc welding and gas welding. Firstly, I am talking about the gas welding. Two gas cylinder will be there. Obviously, when you are using the two gases, then obviously two different cylinder will be there. In our workshop, one for the oxygen cylinder and one for the acetylene cylinder. Hose pipes and valves in the pipes in through which your gases are moving, and valves is for the controlling the amount of the oxygen and your acetylene. Cylinder pressure gauge on the cylinder will be there. Outlet pressure gauge, it must be there. Pressure regulator, blowpipe or torch and spark lights, welding screens, goggles, screens, gloves and apron, wire brush, trolley, chipping hammer. All these tools which you are going to use in the gas welding. In the arc welding, welding helmet shade 10 or high. What is the helmet shade? Actually, when you are going to do the arc welding, then sparks are going to produce, and these sparks are very, very you can say not good for your eyes. So that's why we have to use the helmet shade. Electrodes which you are going to use for the arc welding, leather gloves, welding machine with proper clamps and lead electrode holder. I will show you each and every part. In arc welding, we are mainly using the AC supplied and electrodes, the oxygen gas, acetylene, filler metal, rod or wire or fluxes. This is an answer of your question, beta, which you have asked. One student has asked me about what you are going to do for the gas welding. Like in this, we are using the electrodes. In this, we are using the filler metal, rod or wire or fluxes. I will explain you on the next PPTs also.
Okay.
These are the joints which we are going to make, which we can make. In our experiment, only 3 joints are there. The first one is butt joint. The second one is lap joint. The butt joint is this, when you are putting one piece here and one piece here. Okay, and you have to join it. That is basically known as the butt joint. Lap joint, when you are putting one metal here and one metal on the upper or on the lower side of the metal, that is known as the lap joint. T joint, this one is the T joint. Edge joint, you are joining the edges of two pieces. The corner joint, you are just joining the metal from the corner. But in your syllabus, these 3 joints are there: butt joint, lap joint and T joint. Now, firstly, we will try to understand the gas welding. Okay, gas welding is also known as the oxy-fuel gas welding. The answer of your question who has asked me, sir, why you are using the acetylene only? Beta, that's why in the gas welding we have put it here the fuel gas welding, oxy-fuel gas welding. Okay, oxygen must be there. Then after that, the fuel can be of any gas. And that heat is derived from the combustion of a fuel gas such as acetylene, such as, not only, such as acetylene in combination with oxygen. When you are reacting this oxygen with acetylene, then heat is generated. That heat is the main part to do the welding. In oxyacetylene welding, basically you can produce three types of flame. Three types of flame you can generate. Just remember the name. If you have any doubt, then please stop me there only. The first one is carburizing flame. Carburizing means, you can just remember the name of the carburizing flame. The meaning of this is from this name only. Carburizing means in which carbon part is on higher side, like in the O2 plus C2H2. Where is the carbon part? Carbon part is in the acetylene, right? When you are going to increase the amount of acetylene in the combination, then carburizing flame will generate. And the flame temperature will be 2900 to 3100 degrees Celsius. And when you are going to produce oxygen and acetylene in the same ratio, because what will happen, in the one cylinder you will put the oxygen, in one cylinder you will put the acetylene. When the both when they will come from the hoses, then they will come at the one place and they will react with each other and create the heat. Okay, when the amount of oxygen and acetylene will be the same, means ratio of this is 1:1, then the neutral flame will generate and the temperature will be 3000 to 3200 degrees Celsius. When acetylene amount is on higher side, acetylene is more in comparison to oxygen, then the name of the flame is known as the carburizing flame, and the temperature will be 2900 to 3100 degrees Celsius. When you are going to increase the oxygen amount, then that type of flame is known as the oxidizing flame. When you are going to increase the amount of C2H2, then that is known as the carburizing flame. If the ratio of oxygen and acetylene will be the same, then that is known as the neutral flame.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, roll number 349, Anshuman Garg. I want to ask that how do we decide which of these flames is best for the work to be done?
That is totally depending upon the material, beta. Okay, if the temperature, if you are using the material of there are the different materials will be there, cast iron, mild steel or aluminium, that is totally depending upon the metal melting point. Okay, if somewhere you are able to see you are not able to melt the material, then you can increase the amount of oxygen at that point, because oxygen is helping you to increase the temperature. If you are able to see the material is melting very fast and you are not able to control it, then you can reduce the amount of oxygen and increase the amount of acetylene. Okay, that is totally depending upon the temperature, and that is totally depending upon the material, which material you are doing for the you are using for the welding. Okay, beta?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, now I think you are able to understand what three types of flame we can produce with the help of the oxyacetylene welding. Who can tell me the name of these three, and who can explain me these three flames? Give me with your roll number firstly.
Sir, 351.
Sir,
Not part. You have already given the answer. Any other student?
Sir, Lakshika Bhagat.
Roll number, beta?
Sir, roll number 326.
326. Lakshika. Yes, beta. Please tell me.
Yes, sir. As you told that there can be three types of flames.
Yes.
Firstly, there is carbon flame. And this is produced like when acetylene is more in comparison to the oxygen. when
Yes.
amount of acid mole, and for this flame temperature is nearly 2900 to 3100 degrees Celsius.
Good. And the
And
second
the
flame, beta?
second one is neutral flame. Neutral when both the oxygen and the acetylene is same in quantity and amount. So this flame is generated or produced then, and the flame temperature is around 3000 to 3200 degrees centigrade or Celsius.
Yes.
And
Good.
and the third one is oxidizing flame, in which the amount of oxygen is higher as in comparison to the acetylene. And the flame temperature in this is nearly 3100 to 3500 degrees Celsius.
Good, beta. Lakshita, very good. Any doubt to any student in this slide? Can I proceed now?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta.
Sir, roll number 356.
356. Sarang. Yes, beta.
Sir, is it necessary that we weld for only metals? Like, is there any application other than joining metals for welding?
Yes, actually nowadays the plastic welding is also coming, right? Plastic welding. Have you seen the plastic welding? Like when
Yes,
your
sir.
bumper is broken of your car, then you go to the market and they are just join it. That is known as the plastic welding, right? But this gas welding and arc welding, temperature produced by this gas welding and arc welding is very high. Okay, so you can't use it for the plastic. That is totally depending upon if any metal whose temperature, the temperature sustained by that material must be more than 2500 degrees Celsius. Then only you can use the gas welding and arc welding. Okay, if any material is there who can sustain above 2900 degrees Celsius and that will not come in the melting temperature, melting point, then you can use, no problem. But
thank you, sir.
Other than metal, nothing is able to sustain more than 2900 degrees Celsius. So it is not suitable for any other one. Okay, beta? Now, please see here. This is basically a photograph of your figure of your gas welding. You can see here different parts here. I will explain you. This is the, in one cylinder, 3 gauges will be there. First gauge is for the cylinder pressure gauge. This gauge will be outlet pressure gauge. This one is the pressure regulating screw. This one is the valve. This cylinder is for the oxygen cylinder. This cylinder is for the acetylene cylinder. The same 3 gauges will be there. Same valve will be there. These are the hose pipes through your gases are coming. One hose pipe fit for the acetylene cylinder and one hose pipe for the oxygen cylinder. Okay, beta? Then they are going to meet at one place. This one, this is the blow pipe. In this blow pipe, your oxygen and acetylene will come here, and after meeting oxygen and acetylene, then they will react in the blow pipe. Then after that, the heat will come out from this blow pipe. With the help of this heat, like now see here, this is a blow pipe basically, and this one is a nozzle. From the nozzle, your heat is coming. Heat in the form of the flame. Okay. On the other hand, you are using the filler rod. Filler rod and flux you are using for the joining the two metal. Okay. With the help of the flame. What the flame will do? Flame will melt some portion, near portion of the one metal and the near portion of the second metal, and the filler rod will come in between these two metal and make a joint. That joint is known as the welding joint, and that is basically product of combustion protect weld pool. I will show you the welding also. Just wait. Now I think you are able to understand all the parts of this oxygen and cylinder, all the parts of the gas welding which you are going to use?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta.
Sir, roll
Yes.
number 349.
349. Anshuman. Yes, beta. Anshuman.
Sir, please explain the difference between the three gauges.
Three gauges are basically, beta, this cylinder pressure gauge will tell you how much pressure is in your cylinder right now. Okay. This outlet pressure gauge will tell you with what pressure your oxygen is going in the hose pipe. This pressure regulating screw, this screw is helping you to control on the pressure for the hose pipe. Okay, these are the three gauges are there. The first one is cylinder pressure gauge, which will tell you what pressure is in your cylinder right now. The second one, outlet pressure gauge, will tell you what is the pressure, with what pressure you are sending the gas in this hoses. For controlling the pressure, with the you can control with the help of this gauge, this screw, you can control the pressure. And this valve is using for open and close, for opening and closing the cylinder input and output. Okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Excuse me,
this
sir.
is the gas. Yes, please.
I have a doubt. Roll number 351. Last you said that product of combustion protect the weld pool. I don't understand what it means.
Wait, I will explain after the gas welding, because when we will do the when I will show you the video, then you are able to understand. Wait for 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
Now I am going to show you the one video. This is the welding shop. Just see it. If you have any doubt, then I will explain you again. This one is the oxygen cylinder and acetylene cylinder. From the black hose pipe, your oxygen will come, and from the red hose pipe, your what you can say, acetylene will come. These are the three gauges. Are you able to see my cursor?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In this area,
Yes,
your
sir.
gases will react. This is a bed sheet, means bed at which you will do the welding. I will show you the bed again. Wait, in the next video. He is explaining about the three flames which we have already discussed: oxidizing flame, carburizing flame, and neutralizing flame. Oxidizing flame can be controlled, can be made when you will increase the amount of oxygen, and your carburizing flame you can generate when you will increase the amount of acetylene. And if you want to do the neutral flame, means when you will react oxygen and acetylene with the same amount. This is a bed. This is a filler rod. Are you able to see in the hand? This one is the filler rod.
Yes, sir.
And in this box, flux is there. You will put the flux on the filler rod. Why? There is a reason of this flux. When you will when you will do the welding, the heat will generate, okay, so that that heat will not react with the other gases in the atmosphere. Okay, this flux is helping you to make a separate pool, is to make a closed area near to your welding, so that in that area your other gases will not react. The flux role is this only. The student who is asking me the one question about this protect weld pool, protect weld pool will come with the help of the flux only. Okay, the role of this flux is to protect your welding from the external gases, from the reaction of the external gases.
Okay.
Okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
I think we have covered. This one is the flux. In this box, this is the flux, and this one is the filler load. Are you able to see the arc? This is the heat. From where it comes? It will come from after the reaction of oxygen and acetylene. As you will reduce the amount of oxygen, your flame will go on the lower side. I will show you in the next video also. This is also.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta.
Sir, roll number 349.
Yes, Parth. 49 Anshuman, sorry. Yes, beta Anshuman.
Sir, when we change the amount of oxygen and acetylene, the color of the flame also changes.
Yes, yes, it will change. Shortly it will change. Just see here. See the video. When we will come back in the our university, then we will do this experiment again. This is the flux, what they are putting. This is the filler material. Are you able to see, beta? They are making the butt joint. They are putting the filler material in between the two metal. Flux also. Flux helping you to make a. Tell me, what is the use of flux?
Protect the field.
Protect other gases to go.
Yes. Now I think you are able to see. This is the what they have done. They have just joined two metal with the help of the gas welding, right, bacha? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
This is your butt joint. Any doubt in the gas welding?
No, sir.
No, sir.
It is clear now?
Yes.
Yes, beta. Yes. Any student, I think someone.
Sir,
Yes.
326.
326. Yes, Lakshita, beta, bolo.
Sir, I wanted to ask that pipe that they used, that the hose pipes.
Hose pipes? Beta, from where the gas will come? The gas will coming from the.
Yes. Sir, then the two pipes are required, na? Then one for oxygen and another for acetylene.
Obviously, huh? Two pipes are
Yes,
there,
then
beta. Just see here. I have already showed you the two pipes. This one is the they are the two hose pipes are there. One is for the oxygen and one for the acetylene, and then they are combinedly joined in the blow pipe.
Okay.
Clear, beta?
Yes,
In also this figure also you can see here there are the two pipes are there. This one black one is for the oxygen and red one is for the acetylene. Also remember this thing. Sometime the external will come and ask you how you will judge in which cylinder which gas is there, right? So you have to judge it from the color of the blow pipe, hose pipe. Sorry. If it is of the black color, then it is for the oxygen, and if it is for the red color, then it is for the acetylene. Okay, beta? Lakshita?
Yes, sir, got it. Yes, sir, got it.
Okay, good. Now this is a procedure for gas welding. I think I have already explained you everything. You can read it by yourself now. Yeah. Can I proceed? Can I leave this procedure? We have already discussed
Yes,
everything
sure.
in a very detail, right? Now,
Sure, sir.
yes. Now we are going to discuss the electric arc. Any doubt in the gas welding bit? If you have any doubt, then I can stay here till now. If you have any doubt, or can I proceed for electric arc welding? It is clear, students? Yes.
Roll number 333.
333. Naman. Yes, beta Naman.
There is gas welding and forge welding, two different types of welding.
I'm not getting your point, beta. Your voice is not clear. Then please ask again.
1 minute. Sir, now am I audible?
Yes, your voice is breaking. Just try to give me. I will try to understand. Just ask again.
Sir, is gas welding and forge welding two different type of welding or are they same?
Forge welding.
Yes, sir.
Spelling for forge is?
Exactly, I don't know the spelling of forge. When sir, two metals are heated in forge welding also.
Beta, whenever you are asking to the welding, okay, then the heat is the part. Then heat can be generated with the help of the different method. If it is generated with the help of the electricity, then you are saying arc welding, because without melting the joint, without melting the metal, you can't do the welding, right? Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
You have
Yes,
to do
sir.
the, you have to keep the heat on it, on the joint, then only your joint will generate, and that is known as the welding. I am not able to get your point, the force welding. I will check it and I will tell you, because I'm not able to get you what you want to ask. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Okay. Yes.
the 351. Why do I have seen generally the oxygen tank is always the bigger tank? Is there a specific reason or it's just coincidence? Like in the PPT also?
Yes, yes, yes. There is a no such particular reason behind it here. There is a no such particular. You can put oxygen in the small cylinder also, and acetylene in the large cylinder also. There is a no such scientific reason behind this. Okay. But good question. You are curious about any small thing, then that is good. Yes. Any other query? Or can I proceed for the arc welding? Yeah, give me answer. I am waiting for you.
Proceed, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
In
sir.
the electric arc welding, I have already explained you how you are going to do the electric arc welding, in which we are using the electricity. Heat is derived by creating an electric arc between workpiece and electrode. Both form two terminals. With the help of that arc only, you are doing the welding. From this diagram, you are able to understand the arc welding only. Just see here. Then after that, I will show you the video also. Just see on this diagram firstly. This is the main supply. Your electricity will come from here in the power source or transformer also. It is also known as the transformer. Now, one positive point you are giving to this work clamp. This is the work clamp or work table on which you will do the welding. This one is the work table. One positive you have given to this one, and negative you have given to the electrode holder. This one is known as the electrode holder, and this one is the electrode which you are going to fill in the material. Like if I have put two metals here, then when I will do the welding, when I will put this electrode near to this metal, then electricity will generate, then the heat will generate. This heat will generate with the help of this power source, because positive is there, negative is there. When they will come in contact with each other, then the heat will generate. Okay, this electrode, mostly this electrode is of the same material which you are doing the on which you are doing the welding. Like if I am using here the cast iron, I am doing the welding of the cast iron, then you will use this electrode for the cast iron only. But in the cast iron, one coating will be there, one coating will be there on this rod, and that coating is helping you to protect the welding piece from the external material. The same purpose, coating of this same purpose, like we are using the flux in the gas welding, we have seen we are using the flux, but in this electric arc welding we are not using the flux. Why we are not using the flux? Also we need the protection, because we have already coated the flux material on the electrode. Okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
this is
sir.
the chipping hammer, this is the wire brush. What is the use of this chipping hammer and wire brush? It helps you to remove the extra material which has been added after the welding. Because when you are doing this electrode, actually what happened, electrode is going to be fixed on your material, then you have to remove the extra material from this welding point. With the help of this wire brush and with the help of this chipping hammer, you can remove the extra material from the joints. That is the use of chipping hammer and wire brush here. The same they have explained you from this diagram. This is the power supply, the welding lead cable, and the one positive you have given to the workpiece. Then the arc will generate, arc will come in the form of the heat, and you are doing the welding. I will show you in the video. They are explaining you. This is the basically your current supply, then it will go to the transformer. From transformer it goes to the this electrode, and the one we have given to the this work table. Okay, on this work table we will do the welding. Always use the apron, your gloves when you will do the welding. This is the electrode. You will put this electrode into the electrode holder, and this electrode is basically you have done the coating of this electrode. Now just see here, when you will move this electrode on the material, then heat will generate. With the help of this clamp, you will pick up your welding. You can see here, I have already explained you why you are using this glass. You can see here so much your arc is producing. If you will see it from the naked eye, then it will damage, it can also damage your eyes also. So always when you will do the welding, arc welding, then you have to use this glass, this black glass. They are making the T-joint here. That is the main goal. Sorry. Now you can see here, this is your, tell me student, it is the name of this joint is
Butt joint.
and the name of this
Block
joint is
butt joint. T joint.
T joint.
T joint.
And the name of this joint is
Edge joint.
No.
Cross.
Lap joint.
Yes, you are right. Lap joint.
Lap joint.
But lap joint, butt joint, and T joint. Yeah, this is about your arc welding. I think you are able to understand somewhere about the arc welding and gas welding now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is all about the procedure for gas arc welding. You have to read, you can read it. I have already explained you. This is the most important thing. Always follow these precautions. When you will come in the lab, without these precautions, you can't do your experiment also.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta.
So rule number 349. What is the meaning of this word proper shade for the amperage?
Where it is?
First point.
Make sure your welding helmet lens is the proper shade. Proper shade. Yes, I am telling you. Proper shade means it should be of the more than 10 grade. Means darkness of your glass should be on higher side, because the heat generated due to your arc welding is very high. Your what you can say electricity, like I will show you again. If you will see this electricity with your naked eye, then it will damage you. The shade of this that is in the hand of the your man is very higher side. The shade of this one, this black glass, they are talking about the shade of this black glass. Okay, the shade of this black glass will be on higher side. It must be more than 10, so that when you will see from this glass, then it will not affect on your eye. Okay, so that's why they are saying the shade of the glass should be more than 10. Okay, beta.
Okay, sir.
They are talking about.
Sorry, sir. My internet disconnected.
Okay, no problem, beta.
Excuse me,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Yes, beta.
The roll number 346.
Yes.
Sir, in the electric arc joint.
Sir, your roll number is? Can you tell me your roll?
346.
346. Rakshit. Yes, beta.
Yes, sir. Sir, in the electric arc joint, sir, what makes the two metals combine? Sir, does in between, or does the corner surfaces of the metal, the two metals melt and
electrode
Okay,
electrode will melting when the electrode will melt on the joints, then it will make a joint.
Yes, sir.
Okay, from the both side, your both metal will come nearby in the molten stage, and your electrode will also join the pieces, will join the pieces only. Electrode.
Okay, sir.
These are the precautions, like oxygen and acetylene cylinder must be secured, stored in an upright position, and an oxy-acetylene torch can produce large amount of heat. Beware that any object should direct the flame towards which become hot. Always have a suitable fire extinguisher near your work area. Do not use an oxy-acetylene torch near any flammable material. Make sure that you understand and observe all legislative and personal safety procedure when carrying out the following tasks. If you are unsure what these are, ask your supervisor. These are the Viva questions that can be asked during your Viva by the external. What is welding? I think you know about it. What is welding? Which is the welding process you have carried out in the workshop? Gas welding and arc welding. Name the welding tools. I have already explained you. Which welding process uses non-consumable electrodes? Tell me.
Gas welding.
Yes, right.
Gas welding.
Gas welding.
Yes. What are the types of flames in the gas welding?
Three types of flames. Roll
Uh,
number
sir.
three.
Normal flame, oxygen,
Neutral, oxygen.
Carburizing flame.
Carburizing, neutral, and
Oxidizing.
Oxidizing.
Yes. Right. Good. Now, that is all about today experiment. This is you can refer the workshop lab manual for more details. I think I've already covered everything about the gas welding today. If you still have any doubt, then we can discuss in the next class also.
Sir,
Okay.
please brief about how to record the practical in the file.
Yes. Now I'm coming on that point only, beta. This file I have already uploaded for you. Okay, in the file option, this file which I am going to show you, this is in your file option. But one thing that is most important, please don't copy directly from this file. I know each and every word which is written in this file. Okay, you have to write by yourself what you have understand today, what you have learned in 2 hours, you have to write in it. Okay, you can take the photograph from here, but don't copy the wording. Like objective must be the same. The first thing you have to write in the experiment, the first is objective must be written by the black pen. Okay, and then after that you have to write with the blue pen. To make a butt joint, lap joint and T-joint with the help of gas welding and electric arc welding. Why I am giving you to write it? When all these things are on the internet, or I am giving you all the online version also, then why I am saying to write it? So that you understand, you are able to understand this concept completely. Okay, so you have to write it in your language. Please don't copy directly from here. The first one you have to write the objective. The second one you have to write here the apparatus which we have used here, the tools and equipments, consumable. This is all these will come in the apparatus only. This is the theory. In the theory point you have to just write what type of joint is possible and what do you mean by it. There is no need to write in the so many for one page for one joint. You can write in the 2 or 3 line, that is sufficient, but that line should be yours only. Don't copy from anywhere. Like T joint, butt joint and your lap joint, what you are able to understand, you have to write here. Okay, make a figure. Then after that they have explained you the gas welding, oxyacetylene welding, the reaction. I have already explained you C2H2 plus O2, CO2 plus H2O plus heat. Then they have just balanced it. Types of flame, carburizing flame, oxidizing flame, neutral flame, procedure for arc welding. All these things are in the your PPT also. Procedure for gas welding, lightening the flame, backfiring, shutting down and cleaning up, observation, result and discussion, conclusion and precautions. Viva question. Any doubt, beta? Now, what you have to write, just see here. Firstly, you will write the objective. Then after that, you will write the apparatus. Then after that, you have to write the theory. Then after that, you have to write the procedure, observation, result and discussion, conclusion, precaution. There is no need to write the Viva questions. Okay? Except Viva question, you have to write. You have to make these 8 headings. Okay, in your notebook and write it in your language, in your words, what you have understand from these 2 hours. Okay, students?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
we have to
sir.
submit this.
next and the next lab, in the next lab, like today is Wednesday, on the next Wednesday I will check your file one by one. I will check your file and I will ask the question.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in this PDF there are topics like lightning the flame, backfiring. Those also we have to write in the file.
That is for your only knowledge. You have to read it. Okay, there is no need to write it. Okay. Whatever I have explained you, that is the more than sufficient. You have to write that thing only.
And sir, will you take attendance now?
Yeah, I am going to take the attendance.
Sir, we have to write topics from 4 to 7 in our own language.
Yes, theory also.
3 to 7.
3 to 7, right.
Yes. And we have to upload the PDF file.
No, what you will do, you have to share your PDF file with your name and enrollment number. Then I will download it and I will check it in front of you only.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. You have to write it in your file, or what you can do, you can write it in your white paper also. Whatever is available near to you, you can write in that manner.
And sir, where can we find this your PDF?
I have already shared on the MS Team. You can just download it from the file option. I will show you. Just 1 second. Here it is, ES107. Here on the file option, there the two files are there. That is the syllabus, and this is your gas welding manual. And now I am going to upload your video of this class, today class, and the PPT also.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Any other doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir, we have to share the PDF that we will write in the general only.
In the PDF file, that is the only about the welding, the first experiment which I have described you. In this file, there is a welding processes only.
No, sir. The practical which we will write, we will convert that thing into PDF. Then we will share that PDF in the general only.
In the file only, in this option only, with your name and your roll number.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
In this file option, you can upload from here, and then I will check it. Any other doubt? Now I am going to take the attendance. Roll number 326, Lakshika. All of you please open your camera now, because during the attendance it is compulsory for all of you to open the camera.
Present, sir.
Open your camera, beta, Lakshika.
Sir, sorry, I am finding some problem.
Lakshika, please, from the next time, please resolve all these issues in your camera or in your mic. Please resolve. Okay?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
No problem. Roll number 328, Sagar. When I am asking the roll number, you have to raise your hand. Then I will see and I will give you the attendance. Roll number 328, Sagar. Sagar, are you there, beta? Okay. Your voice is not coming. I think your mic is not working. Other students are able to listen him?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. Sir, is it audible now? My internet was not working.
Yes, now it's audible. Yes. Okay, Sagar. Aditya?
Present.
Raise your hand. Yes. Praswal, roll number 330.
Present, sir.
Yes. 331. 331, Shantanu Raj.
Present, sir. Present.
Yes. Ojas, 332. Naman, 333. Naman.
Present, sir. Present, sir. Present, sir.
Yes, Naman. Okay. Yuvraj, roll number 334.
Present, sir.
Raise your hand.
Present, sir.
Yes. Roll number 335.
Present, sir.
Okay. Roll number 336, Nikita.
Present, sir.
Roll number 337, Pragati.
Present, sir.
Pragati, where are you, beta? Raise your hand.
Sir, present, sir.
Okay. Roll number 338, Vani. Vani. Roll number 339, Aruneet.
Present,
Miss.
sir.
Okay, beta. Roll number 340, Hemang.
Present.
Roll number 341, Sudhanshu.
Present, sir.
Roll number 342, Aryaman. Roll number 344, Dakshkant. Roll number 346, Rakshit. Rakshit, I have seen you and I am giving you the attendance, but your voice is not coming. Please resolve these issues.
Present, sir.
Now it's coming.
Sorry, sir, my mic was off.
Okay, no problem. 47, Aryan.
Present, sir.
48, Nibir. Nibir.
Present, sir.
Open your camera, Nibir beta. Some technical issues. 349, Anshuman.
Present, sir.
Roll number 50, Miss Prapti. 51, Parth.
Present, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Can you see me? 348, Nibir. Present.
Yes, Nibir. Yes, beta. Okay. Thank you. 352. 353. 354. 355. 356. Sarang.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Sarang, raise your hand,
Present,
beta. I'm not able to see you.
Sir, the camera issue is there.
Okay, Sarang, no problem. Just resolve these issues, beta. Take it for the next term.
Yes.
57, Sarthak.
Present, sir.
Okay. Now absentees in our class. Row number 332, 338, 342, 344, 350, 352, 353, 354, 355. Any student who left with the attendance? Any doubt in today's lecture?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Clear to all of you?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's interesting or it's boring subject?
It's a very interesting.
Interesting, sir.
Fun.
But when it would be done practically, it would become more interesting.
Yes, we will do it. Not to worry. When we will join back on the offline mode, we will do it. Surely we will do it. We are waiting for that time also, yeah.
अरे वैसे कैसे करते हैं जैसे इस
What, Prajwal, you are asking anything?
Sir, sorry, my mic was on.
Okay, no problem. Okay, students, if you have any doubt, then you can ask. Otherwise, you can join your next class. Okay, thank you, students.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
sir.
We will meet
Thank
you
you,
next
sir.
week. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, beta. Bye.